I want to transport you back to student number one and just ask you at that point, did you ever imagine that you would be this Rajamouli Garu sitting in front of me with these posters all around us, with these banners or whatever all around us?
No, see, obviously not exactly in the same place,
Right.
but somehow from right from my very childhood, I had this confidence that I will make big. I never thought how I will become big
Right.
or how I will achieve that. I was naive as a young kid. You are naive, but through my adolescence, through my early days of becoming a director, I always believed that I will make larger than life films,
Right.
successful larger life than films. I don't know that I had that confidence all through my life. I don't know how it came, but
That's amazing.
luckily the nature, I think, had
right, because most people in the film industry say that this is one of the most insecure industries because you're always worried whether an idea will work or not work, or whether your film will succeed or not, or if you're a first-time director, will I get a second film? But you seem to have like had some.
No, I would say I had those fears. I'm not saying I don't have any fears. Even today, I have fears. So if you ask me like how RRR is going to do, I don't know. I have a confidence that's because I have followed the all due proper processes. I had all the emotions while making the story, while doing it. Everything is falling into place. I have that confidence it will do well. But for sure, I can't say that. So those fears are always with me, but that's a separate channel. And the confidence that I'll make big successful films is also there. Both go not hand in, so intertwined with each other.
Wow, that's amazing. What is the film that satisfied you the most? In the sense that, what is the film that came closest to the vision that you had inside your head?
In a way, it's Ega.
Okay.
In a way, it's Bahubali.
Both paths?
Yeah, both parts. But there are many dissatisfactions with those films also.
Sure.
In a completely different way, it is RRR. I think with RRR, I achieved more in terms of extracting the artist's performances to the right amount. Artist's performance, I always feel, is not doing the maximum. It is doing the right amount. A little bit more is overperforming, a little bit less is underperforming. So it is always trying to get the right amount. I think compared to all my other films, if you just take performances, I think RRR is more close to perfection.
Right.
I'm more satisfied in that way.
Right.
So in each film, it is different.
Yeah. After Magadira became such a big hit, everybody was lining up at your door, all these big stars, but you went with Sunil and you made Maryada Ramana.
Yeah.
You saw something in him and said, this person suits my thing. So in that way, what did Ramcharan and Tarak, NTR Jr., what was that quality that you saw in them, apart from the fact that they're stars, what is it that made you feel that these two were the absolute right people for these two roles?
How a filmmaker comes to a conclusion that this is the idea or storyline or story that I'm going to go ahead and make the film with it. Film is very difficult to say when it actually happens. Now, ideas as filmmakers, numerous ideas keeps running in our brains for quite some time. New ideas will be coming and joining them. We travel with an idea for some time, revel in it, and drop it and go to other one. That thing happens. In that way, having a multi-starrer was in my mind for a long time.
Right.
Not just a multi-starrer, but two big heroes becoming friends or enemies or fighting against each other. That gave me a lot of exuberance or a kick as a storyteller. I remember as back as like when I'm reading Amar Chitrakathas, I'll read about Rama, Hanuman, Lava Kusha or something. Then I'll be reading something about Arjuna, Karna or something. And suddenly some thought will come, why can't we mix
Yeah.
Hanuman and Karna and have something, some camaraderie between them? No? And I used to imagine, think for myself, and not as a story or anything. No, just some scene that, oh, both of them are sitting in a boat, or some those kind of imaginations I used to just think and revel. Then we had this spy thrillers, takeoffs of James Bond in Telugu language, you know. So there will be different writers who are writing their own James Bonds. I want to bring these two guys and putting them into one story together, how they combinedly achieve something. So that gave me a lot of excitement. So that slowly transferred into a multi-starrer after I became a director.
Yeah.
So that thing was going on my mind for some time, and I know Tarak, I know Charan, I worked with him,
Right.
with both of them, and at some point of time, no, it struck me like, okay, these two guys can, you know, they are real life friends. They don't have that insecurities of each other's space on screen, and both of them have regard on me, and they have respect on me, belief in my ability to be a good storyteller, to balance the stardom or their acting abilities and everything. Both of them had that. So I thought something is happening here, and then struck upon the idea of a fictional story about two freedom fighters. And the actual answer to your question, what made me choose this particular guy for this role, this particular guy this for role, is the innocence of Bhim's character.
Right.
The inability of containing his emotions. Now is what Tarak is, no, who perfectly suits Bhim character. And the quite opposite is Charan. He can take a whiplash and not show the pain, or just sthita prajnata is what they call it.
Yeah.
Ability to not emote, not
Right.
take even the praise or the pain.
Yeah.
That is what Charan is in his real life, and also the character of Ram. So there are too many things pointing in that direction of making a story with them.
So that just came together.
Yes.
Yeah. My